And bam, we are live for the 36th edition of JA Movie News, where we finished wrapping up your guys' questions. It's been a busy month.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Gosh.
But anyways, let's just go ahead and dive into the last remaining user questions from you guys. Okay, so I can't remember if we got to these two right here, but just in case, we're gonna speed through them because I mean, answers are actually pretty quick on these. But Fadez asks, do you think Jungle Book's gonna live up to its expectations as a good live action Disney film? I think it's a safe assumption that it did.
Yeah, it definitely did. I think it only had like a 40% drop off. Like it still made 60 million last weekend. Like it just crushed the Huntsman.
Yeah, which sucked. Dominic Gary, do you think the Jungle Book will be as good as the trailer it was? Do you believe that the War Machine will bite the bullet? I think, did we get to this one? How do you feel about all the female podcasts in this? Okay, maybe not. All right, so do you believe that War Machine will bite the bullet in Civil War? Well, he's already seen the film, so he can't really answer. I don't know. I think you're talking about in terms of death. I think that's what you're asking. Will he die? I think the odds are definitely in his favor to die. How do you feel about all of these female protagonists in films? What the fuck? Like just in general? Jesus. Delays from Star Wars movies. How do you feel about all these female protagonists in film? Okay. I guess you're talking like as of recent. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. There should be more of them. Your thoughts?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything too much deeper.
I mean, I think that it's increasing, which I think that's a great thing in a lot of different regards because it opens up newer, broader stories that are constricted beyond like a novel or a comic or just something general. Like they can come up with a lot of different things with the female lead, even if it's not just action or comedy. It might be something deeper than that, science fiction. So I'm excited for it. I think that, I mean, Charlize Theron, Alicia Vikander, people like them, Brie Larson. I mean, they are amazing actresses, and I mean, I think that they're credit to just the film genre in general. And so, like, women are stepping up. I mean, they've always been there, but now they're getting the accolades that they've really deserved, and that opens up the realm for everything. I mean, you're talking about multicultural or people that are from international descent. So I think this is great all around for the film industry.
Yeah, same. I mean, there should be more female leads and stronger, more complex female roles. And these roles should be in things as big as, like, say, Star Wars and stuff like that, franchise films, because it's definitely missing, you know what I'm saying? It's great to see, you know, the Hunger Games now with Star Wars, Rogue One, and Force Awakens as examples. But I think it's great, and hopefully it continues.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So hopefully we didn't already answer those in the past, but these other ones I could tell we did not. So Harry G asks, do you think moving forward Warner Brothers should dump Zack Snyder and use a different director for their DC comic franchise? No. I mean, kind of like reviews aside, Zack Snyder has been doing a hell of a fucking job. Yeah. I mean, the money that Man of Steel and BVS has sort of conjured up worldwide is this isn't something small here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think they should just dump him, but we could definitely use some fresh blood as far as directing goes with the DC cinematic universe. But we're already gonna get that with Suicide Squad and like most of the upcoming DC films outside of Justice League. So I would say no.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think he should be dumped, but any regards. I think that most people like credit him up on his visual aesthetic, but he has a real love for graphic novels and bringing them to life in general. And I mean, I'll say this: I don't think that he should direct every movie, but he's not. That's not what their intentions are. That's not what they want to do. I mean, they've thrown around names like George Miller into the realms of making the next Superman movie. I mean, you got David Ayer in now. So I don't think he should do everything. No, nobody should. But I definitely don't think he should be dumped. I think that they've made some really big money. And the thing about it is, for me, people kind of consider The Dark Knight as being a part of this franchise. It's not. Like, it's not part of this universe. Technically, their first movie was Man of Steel, and their second was Batman vs. Superman, and their third will be Suicide Squad. So, I mean, for their first two movies to make that kind of money, I think it's doing really good, regardless of reviews or whatnot. And I don't think that's anything to be knocked upon. So it's just they got a lot of work they're gonna have to put in the long term.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I think because there's going to the next question, which we got Samuel here. Let me see. Okay, what happened? First off, Jor-El, you have a big fan base in the Netherlands after your reaction for the Star Wars trailer. Really? Jesus. Was shown on the national Dutch television. Was it? What the fuck? My question is, do you watch international movies or only American Hollywood films? And what is your favorite international film? Okay. Well, first off, I just watch film. It's not restricted to just like American film. I mean, I just watch movies in general, international or not. A favorite international film or foreign film, as I take it you're alluding to. Oh man, I don't know if I just have like one central favorite foreign film or international film. I mean, there's many great films that come to mind, like the Raid films, Old Boy. Pretty obsessed with Blue is the Warmest Color. I think that was a great film. What's some other films that stand out that are foreign? Oh fuck! I think the original Funny Games. I don't think that was an American film. I don't think it was. Funny Games. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, shout out to you and your sadistic taste in movies. But yeah, I like all kinds of movies. Those are some of my favorites that come to mind from a foreign international perspective. But what about you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm a lover of film as well. I mean, it was ironic. The first two I thought about was the Raid series and also like Oh Boy. But I mean, any of those ones, like because like Sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, Lady Vengeance. I mean, that whole series is just so dark and different. But I also like different other genres. I mean, I like the Miyazaki films. What's another? I think like movies like City of God. Or Slumdog Millionaire, or Beautiful with Javier Bardem. I mean, there's a lot of foreign films, but the Miyazaki films are probably some of my favorites. Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle. Shoot, what was the last one that came out that I thought was really good? The Wind Rises. Dude, that movie messed me up, and I love it. So I'm a big advocate for international film. I need to get more into it. Well, one of the things that for me, I don't know if it's a problem for you, Jor-El, but because we watch so many different films and we review so much, we're not able to look at as much things that we really want to, that we have a passion for. And it's kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of content for sure. But that was a really good question. Thanks for your question, man. Let's see here. The next question regarding Dio. What is your favorite animated movie of all time? Shit, of all time? Oh boy. I'm going to let you go first on this one. I need to think about this for a second.
My favorite foreign. Well, no, is it just a animated film of all time?
Just favorite animated film of all time.
I'm torn because I say that Incredibles ranks up there. The Lion King definitely ranks up there. Honestly, there's been some amazing animes. Like there's one called Summer Wars. And I mean they made 3 different films since then, but that movie was so awesome from a revolutionary standpoint, but then from the story, I love the story arc. It was really impactful to me. But I can't give you a favorite one. I just can't do that. It's way too many for me.
Yeah, same here. I'm actually, I think I might be stumped for once. I can't. A favorite animated film? I don't have like a central favorite at all. I mean, there's so many that I love. Hayao Miyazaki's films I love a lot. A lot of the I mean, I know you're talking about films, but I mean, you know, like the first Ghost in the Shell film, I love a lot.
Yeah, that was really good.
I mean, Akira is great. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't have a central favorite. For sure not. This is a great question though. I wish I had a better answer for you, but maybe I'll come back to that one in the future because I don't know on that one. I'm not sure. Also, another issue is that I just don't watch that many animated films at the current time. I just don't. It's not even like a preference thing or something. I just don't. No differently than I don't watch golf. I just don't. You know what I mean? But great question though, for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Next question. TJ West, which post-credit scene would you geek out the most over at the end of Civil War? I don't know. I mean, at the post-credits sequences are great, but I'm not like, I don't like fiend for those kind of things. I'm not like, oh my god, like before I see the movie, I'm like, I can't wait for that post-credits. You know, I'm not that big into it, but they're cool though. Which one would I geek out the most? I think if they. That's a really good question, too. Shit, I don't know. I mean, the only reason why I would geek out is if they did something bold, which they typically just don't do. Really, not in my opinion. Bold, not really. Like if they showed like the fucking like a conceptual like idea, rough draft of what like the first, I don't know, 30 seconds of Infinity War looks like, I'd probably shit my pants. If it was something like bold like that, then I'd be like, whoa. But I doubt they're going to do something like that. It's probably going to be something pretty low-key. Fun, but, you know, nothing huge, I wouldn't think. I guess something maybe with Thanos or Thor and Hulk would be cool. I don't know. Unfortunately, he can't really answer because he's already seen the film, so, like, he already knows. Or at least he has a really good gist anyway. But yeah, I guess something with. I tell you one thing that would truly blow my mind is if they gave a hint as to like crossovers. Like for example, if it was like the Guardians and the Galaxy crew, I don't know, walking down a hallway and they bump into Iron Man, I'd probably like lose my mind. If something like that happened, whoa! Now that would be some serious shit. I doubt it's that exciting enough. But on to the next question. All right. So, next question is from Tommy. Do you think that Star Wars Rogue One is basing the structure on The Force Awakens? The whole girl is the main character scenario looks like it's for an older audience to me. Do I think it's based on the structure on The Force Awakens? No, I don't. I mean, granted, both have female lead actresses, but no, I feel like Rogue One is sort of like its own sort of hermetically sealed thing. It's like its own thing, period. I feel like the only fucking similarity between the two is both are Star Wars properties and both have female leads.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only real similarity. But if we go see the film and like it's just like beat for beat, just like Empire Strikes Back or something, then maybe you got something. But I would say no. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think that is the same. I think that, like you said, it's really just you got, a female protagonist and you got this interesting, amazing universe. Now, I agree with the last thing that you said, that this is catered to an older audience, just because when you actually are witnessing the people and the characters and the actual events, people that are in their 60s or 50s, they will know what is going on. And I think that they're going to be in awe of everything more so than, kids that are like, all right, I looked at The Force Awakens, I looked at the prequels and whatever. Like, I think this is going to be an homage to those loyal Star Wars fans, or at least it could be. Now, I also don't think that Disney did this from a marketing standpoint. Like, okay, we struck gold with this one, so we want to get another female protagonist. They've already had this lined up and set up beforehand, so that can be just kind of dispelled. But it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait for that movie, actually.
All right, and it looks like we're down to our final question here, which is a pretty funny one actually. But okay, so I have to ask Regender Dio. I have to ask, which TV show do you prefer? Game of Thrones or The Walking Dead? The Game of Thrones is better than The Walking Dead all day, period. I don't even think it's a debate, period. It's even better, even if you're just looking at it just from like purely like statistical point of view of like viewership and finances. Game of Thrones wins all day. Never mind like critically, like review wise, all day. Game of Thrones for sure. But you?
It's funny for me because I just now have been catching up. I literally just looked at episode 9, and that rocked my world of the season 3, the Red Wedding, which I will not go into because my roommate is here and I don't want to spoil anything. But let's just say this show, it affects me emotionally, and it's so dark that it's dangerous to try to just binge watch because I feel the danger. But I think that the thing to play the devil's advocate in this is that AMC have an interesting market in that everyone generally can watch The Walking Dead. Not everyone can watch Game of Thrones. That's the only thing that I would say that AMC has a leg up. But even with that, like you said, it's made its money. I mean, both of these shows are on their 6th season or about to go into their 7th season. So, I mean, they're both masterful shows, but the Game of Thrones is a craft like anything I've ever seen. I mean, even the set designs are like, dang, I'm looking at the Lord of the Rings on television, essentially. And so,
yeah. So which one did you go with?
I tried to avoid the question. I thought you. And I'm on the 3rd season right now. I'm gonna say the Game of Thrones right now, but I will say that The Walking Dead had one of its best seasons ever. So if they step it up, they could get there. But right now, it's looking like the Game of Thrones, and I just started looking at that. So that says a lot.
I don't know. Walking Dead is a great show, and its last season is the best one that's turned out so far. But like, I don't know. For me, comparing it to the Game of Thrones, it's almost silly. It's like, I don't know. It's like comparing like a really cool small city to like the biggest fucking city in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things to like about both, but for God's sake, I mean, Game of Thrones is almost unstoppable, really. I mean, I don't even think they've had an episode that I've ever like not liked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I cannot say the same about Walking Dead, sadly. But yeah, the Game of Thrones is a force to be reckoned with for sure. it's something else.
Yeah.
But thanks guys for asking your guys' questions. Sorry for the lateness on part 3, but as you probably have noticed from both of our channels, it's been busy recently. Holy shit. Has not been much time, but finally got to it. Let us know your feedback, on our answers down below. And any final thoughts before we peace out?
Well, I just want to make this huge announcement. Well, it's not a huge announcement. It's pretty obvious. As I've already said, I've been watching the Game of Thrones. Me and Joe are really about right at the 3rd season. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks, we'll be caught up, maybe. And so maybe we'll start having some live discussions about it. So that'll be really exciting. And then if you enjoyed this, please leave a like below. It's awesome talking to y'all again. It's been cool.
Oh, yeah. We'll be putting out another questionnaire for more user questions definitely in the near future. But again, it's madness right now. But let us know your thoughts down below. And again, please remember that in the corner here is the letter I. Click that I icon so you can instantaneously go back to the last 5 videos. And other than that, we are over and out.
Later, y'all.
Bam. Peace.